gonna lie, I didn't see you there. This is probably where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight. It's already starting to drizzle. This is just a little thicket. There's cleared woods all the way around this, and hopefully the wood that's on the floor is not too wet. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do for a fire. So yeah, I'm going to clear out the branches on that tree just there, and that one just there. Sling myself up between those two, and yeah, or maybe those two, or those two. It don't really matter. Just some of these trees. Get that set up, because even if I can't cook anything, I can at least sit in my hammock, read, go to sleep, just chill. Yeah. Alright then. Right, I'm finally going. I've strapped my back up loads, so it won't give me grief, hopefully. Pretty much good. Almost healed all the way up, but you know. And it's, what, 4:30? Jesus Christ, I was meant to leave like 3 hours ago. But doing my tax returns turned out to be a pain in the ass. So I've got probably about 25 minutes of light, and I need to cover about 3 miles to get to where I want to camp. So once I reach the hill, I get to the hill, once I'm at the top, I'm going to be hauling ass towards the lake. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too dark before I can find somewhere to camp, because I haven't scouted the area I want to go in. So halfway, and I realise I don't think I've got any of my emergency fire starting stuff, and all I brought requires cooking, apart from an orange. So passing a little stream, looks like a corn dog if you're American, whatever. Cat's tail. How would you say that in Swedish? I don't know how to say cat tail in Swedish. Katten tail, I don't know. Jag talar inte flera svenska. I think flera is some, or it might be several, but whatever, I don't speak much Swedish. But yeah, this stuff, it's wet from the rain, which was meant to be more tonight, I think. So at the moment I've just got it stuffed in my pocket. Hopefully it'll dry out, because when I show you later, when you peel it, it's got like a fluff that catches really well. So I'm going to need it, otherwise it's going to be a very hungry night. And coming up this hill, I can feel the muscle around my right ass cheek seizing up, causing pain in my back. So it hasn't healed 100%, but I'm not going to stop. So my plan was to be over where that smoke is, but I can't see the sun, so I think it's behind the horizon already, which means I'll probably go about 10-20 minutes late, like decent light. So the question is, where do I go now? I'm gonna go down to the bottom, maybe go left, we'll see. Got lights running out and I need to find firewood. So that's where I'm gonna be sleeping. Got my head torch out because the camera on the phone is shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be between those two trees, that one there and that one there. It is raining. So I've got a massive concern that because I haven't been able to practice skills for about 4 months, then I'm going to struggle to make a fire when it's wet. So wish me luck whenever I get around to doing that. Right, I've been cutting away some silver birch. Got my fire starter stuff, got some twigs over there. Just going to cut that maybe 2 more times or 1 more time and split it in half and just half logs. Jesus Christ, I forgot to bring my saw as well as gas. And hopefully this is not too wet. It was standing dead, but the amount of rain we've had, the outside still seems pretty wet. You can see it there, it's seeped in. So yeah, fingers crossed. Right, I've made some really small fire sticks, ferro sticks, and this is the cat's tail I was talking about. If I break, I can't do this one-handed. See how fluffy that is on the inside? It's sort of dry as well. That makes good tinder. I have no idea what plane's flying over. See that? So I'm just going to separate all this. The first lot I'm going to put on is clumps. I'll cut back to you once all this is done. Well, I've got the fire sort of going, but unless that picks up, the fire's going to die out. The wood, even with me prepping it, it's all fucking soaked. So, din-dins might not be on the menu. And it took me, after I prepped the wood, it took me 45 minutes to get that going. So yeah, I am hungry. Okay, I think I fluked it. I managed to get a fire big enough. I've stacked all the sticks on top, and hopefully that fire in there is enough to burn off all the moisture on those, and then that's all I've got left. Because all the trees around here are living. I don't want to cut living trees down for multiple reasons. So hopefully that will dry out all the sticks. Otherwise it's going to be a very hungry and cold night. So it's still going. It's been going for about 25 minutes now, but it's still struggling to burn through the moisture. So I've put my thing on top. All I need it to do is boil, and I can have that one part of my meal. The pasta, which I brought, might not be able to, well, it won't be cooked this time around. Hopefully, because it is burning slow, hopefully it's not going to collapse down. Because obviously this is a shit show of a stack of wood. Like, I normally wouldn't do it like this, but saying that, normally I wouldn't come out after like a week's worth of rain. So yeah, because I am hungry, I'm cold, it's not pumping out that much heat unless you're like point blank to it. But luckily for me, I've got a good hammock and a good sleeping bag and that, so it shouldn't be that bad when I actually go to sleep. And I don't know what the weather is meant to be like tonight, but judging by how I'm sat here, it's going to be chilly. Maybe not below 0, but probably 2 to 3 degrees. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Some hiking meal thing, whatever it is. Hopefully it's tasty, and hopefully it's not chocolate pudding, because I hate that stuff. Well, I'll bring you back when it's, maybe if it's cooked. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, I managed it. It's boiling. The only downside is all this is still wet. I'm trying to dry it off, and even though it's probably about 1 or 2 degrees warmer over here, because it's so cold, it doesn't feel like this is generating heat. Like, I can put my hand here. That's like warm. That's how I imagine a fire to be. Like, my hand's pretty much on it. So, yeah. Shame, really. Oh. A bit more heat coming off the fire, even though you can't really see what I'm doing. So maybe if I put this over here. God, that's bright. But yeah, a bit more heat off the fire. And I've got some pasta stuff boiling, hopefully. This meal thing's cooked. Oh. It's funny, the reason I go up into Brecon a lot when it's winter and basically almost kill myself every time I'm up there is because you don't appreciate things like just the warmth of a house. This, oh, I don't really want to eat it, I just want to keep on pressing my hands. This is nice. This is so much warmer than the actual fire, which is surprising. And what I have is beans on a burger. And if I get my fork, we'll look here. Oh yeah, so there's a burger. Bit crap. That's nice. Tastes nice. Oh. I don't know how we managed it, but we did. I was able to cook my food, and now I've got boiled water. With pine needles, spruce needles, whatever. It tastes nice. And the fire's starting to actually kick out some heat now, even though it's died down a bit. I'll blow on it in a minute, get those coals up again. Oh, God, that's hot. That's so nice. It's just a shame we couldn't get the fire stoked up a little bit more. Would have took my trousers off and dried them off, because the butt, even though I'm sat on a pad, the butt is soaking wet, and my lower legs are soaking wet, and my knees, where I've had been working on the fire for the majority of the night. I can't believe I got that going with a flint and steel. I tried to capture it on the camera, but I don't have a tripod. So, ooh, scary. The fire's simmered down. It's on top of the rocks I placed. It's nice and warm now. I've been sat here for a while. I've stood and sat. And I think I'll sit here for another 30-40 minutes, soak in the heat, and head to bed in my hammock. It's a shame the camera don't pick it up, because it's a clear sky and I can see a shitload of stars. So it's a shame you can't see that. Hey ho, just recording everything with my phone. Morning. Good morning. I can't remember how to say it in Japanese. Right, I've packed up my stuff. And yeah, currently walking over wasteland. On my way back now. I like all my camping gear except for the D&D under blanket. It's just, it seems too short, so it covers like 70% of the hammock. I think it's done, I think that's intentional, because a lot of people, they sleep in their hammock and it's like a banana, but I have mine real tight and I sleep diagonally. So last night my feet were freezing because obviously I wanted to keep my core warm, but last night it rained and there was a lot of wind, and the wind was coming over this, so yeah, my feet were uncomfortable last night. That being said, when I did fall asleep, I didn't wake up until 6 o'clock in the morning, so it could have been that bad. But yeah, that was a cold night. Not the coldest night I've ever had, but definitely up there. Ooh. Hard part over. Wasteland and the hills over. Scary squirrel there. Run. But yeah, hard part over. Got about, well, from here I think it's like 1.2 miles, I think. So 15-minute walk. I'll be home. I have to sort out my gear because I've just stuffed it in my bag like a lazy sod. So yeah, really enjoyed that. There was some points where I thought the fire was going to die out. I didn't think it was generating enough heat to drive off the moisture of the wet stuff. But in the end, after I cooked my food, because when I was cooking my food I could put my hand basically on the fire and it wasn't that hot. But after I cooked my food, about 30 minutes after that, it just started pumping out heat. All the big logs finally dried out, and yeah, like, that was nice and warm for about an hour and a half. So yeah, perseverance, my friends, and not being a little bitch and kind of crying, going, oh, it's cold, and then just immediately leaving. So yeah, don't know when I'll be doing another one of these. So yeah, see you later.